Hi, so if you're here, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm in a very sharp energy right now, and I feel like I want to call someone out. Yeah, so if you're ready to be called out for your blocks, for the things that, for your improvement, then maybe this message is for you. So I have in here 3 groups once again. You can take a moment, pause the video if you like, to find the artifact that is most resonant to you. So if you resonate with this is group 1, the ceramic, cup. And then this is group 2, my emerald crystal. And then this is group 3, the weird owl I got from Hong Kong. So yeah, group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, so if you chose this ceramic cup, then this is your reading. So in what way are you not seeing things clearly? Or what's your points for improvement? Yeah, for group 1. Talk to us, Spirit. Oh, that flew right out. So this is very certain. Queen of Cups. You might appear as someone who's quite absorbed in your own emotions, that you try to project that to other people or displace that to other people. Yeah. When you get upset, you might be someone who would direct that upset emotions into someone else. You would say, "Oh, you're upset with me," when really you're the one who's upset. Or also, you might be completely and inappropriately lash out on anyone just because you're upset, just because some things you haven't you haven't even processed them yet. Yeah, and that's hence the cups. Yeah, you were gravitated towards the cup because I'm calling you out on your emotions. I mean, that's a very great thing to be able to feel all those emotions, but you shouldn't project that to other people. That doesn't give you the right to do that to other people. And that doesn't mean that they're imperfect or that they don't deserve it. I mean, whatever. But yeah. Just as it is, like, as an isolated case, you have to process these emotions by yourself first and not project that to other people. Clarification, at the bottom of the deck we have 8 of Cups in the reverse position, so you might be an avoidant. Again, this is Cups, 8 of Cups. You might be an avoidant. You could very much, if you're feeling intense emotions, while the other things I said could be true, you could also avoid your emotions altogether and not talk to anyone. And while that is a healthy action sometimes, because you don't like lashing out on other people, that's also not good, because when some things need to be discussed, you might be avoiding it. You might be avoiding the difficult conversations. You're avoiding the hard work. Yeah. So it really is about you honoring the emotions that are going through your body, but not placing it on the other people, and just sorting it out for yourself first, because other people, it's unfair to them if you are gonna place the responsibility of processing your emotions for you. You are an adult, hence you can understand this message that I'm trying to give out. You are an adult, you can do that. So take accountability and take responsibility for your own stuff. Yeah. But you're empathetic enough. Since the Queen of Cups is someone who's an empath, you're empathetic enough to get through this. To know this upon yourself, in yourself, and be able to work on this. Yeah, you can do it. You can. I'm not mad. I'm just in a calling out energy. Okay, so I hope that resonated for you. If it did, work that out. I'm just being real. Because that's what we do here. Okay? So if you want some reading, feel free to hit me up on my Instagram. Or, subscribe to my channel if you feel like doing so. But all the descriptions are down below. In any case, I love you. I really do. This is just my mood right now. And I feel spirit calling. You must do this reading. And I did. I'm doing it. So let's do it. It's just a message for someone out there. But yeah, I still love you with all my heart. Bye-bye. Okay. If you chose this emerald crystal, then this is your reading. Okay. What are your points for improvement? What can I call you out on? Group 2. Okay. The cards are the world. Okay. I feel like I need to clarify on this. 2 of Cups. Damn. Okay. So you could be someone who outsources the love that you feel. Or I want to say you could be someone who outsources the love that you feel, inside of you from other people, from external of you. Hence the World card in here. Oh, I shouldn't. Yeah. And we have in here 2 of Cups as a clarifier for the world. Yeah. Group 2, I'm gonna get real with you. Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself enough to respect yourself, not to go into these cycles of romantic partnerships or friendships, groups of people that are toxic, and yet you settle because you feel like that's the kind of love that you deserve? Because internally you don't feel like you have any love to give for yourself. You don't know how to do that. You haven't been taught to do that because you've been taught to always look at other people and love other people and give to other people. So you forgot yourself, that now as an adult you outsource that love from other people. Yeah. And when I say outsource, you place the responsibility of you being loved into other people. You find it in other people. And while that's something that's valid, it's valid, yeah. It's not healthy. I'm telling you. It's unfair for other people that you love, so-called, for you to place this big of a responsibility. And it's quite unfair, don't you think? For them to love you in all ways that you need to be loved, when you yourself don't even know how to love yourself. So, the message in here is to love yourself first. And by loving yourself first, you know what kind of love you want out of other people. And you stop punishing them when these so-called actions that they are giving to you don't match the standard or the expectation that you set for them. You start punishing them when they somehow disappoint you in that aspect, because people make mistakes. Yeah, they're bound to. So, and it's also a way of freeing yourself from the codependent belief that you can only be loved when it's from other people, because you yourself can give that to yourself. The love that you want, you can give it to yourself. So give it to yourself. Because love can exist in many forms, not just in romantic partnerships, not just in the Two of Cups. Love can exist with how you treat yourself, with you staying strong with your boundaries, with the friendships that you allow into your life. What kinds of friendships? Is it beneficial to you? And what kinds of belief are you reinforcing in your mind? Is it beneficial? Is it life-giving for you? So those are the things that you have to reflect on, because yeah. And if you're receiving this message, know that you are in the process of doing that, because you are strong enough to stay till the end of this very pointed message. I really intended this message to be pointed, because otherwise no one's gonna call you out for doing that. No one's going to. And I'm your big sister in here doing that for you. But I'm not mad, and I still love you, and I still see you. I've been there. This thing that I'm actually saying, I've been there, and it hurts to realize that, oh, I'm not loving myself. But you're gonna get through the other side of this, where you emerge as the strong, independent self that, you know, that still seeks love, because love is in the air for you. You love love, but you have to find it within yourself first. Yeah. So that is what I have for you, group 2. Thank you so much for listening. If you resonated with that and you would like to have a personal reading with me to delve deeper into that, you can go ahead to the description box down below and hit me up on my Instagram account, or subscribe to my channel, so that I can tune more into energy and make more readings that are resonant to you. But other than that, I love you still, whatever you do, and I hope you get to discover yourself and love yourself the way that you deserve to be loved. Bye, group 2. Okay, so if you chose this owl, weird owl, that I bought in Hong Kong, then this message is for you. So Spirit, talk to me. What is group 3's point for improvement? What can I call them out on? Okay, that jumped. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And 6 of Pentacles. This is kind of harder to read. What else? Okay. What else? Okay. I get it now. And it's so funny, because this is the only group that I had to look at multiple cards to know what is the message. So you could be someone who takes and takes and takes and takes things, but you don't know why you take lots of things. Maybe it's for the concept that the more you take, the more you're worthy. Maybe you tie your self-worth to that, or maybe you feel like you're gonna be enough once you have collected enough pentacles or enough stuff. But no, that's not how it works though. I'm calling you out because actually the more you have, the less you have. Yeah, it's the paradox of life. Yeah, because you think that having all these things, accumulating all these things, are gonna give your life so much more meaning, when really it's just gonna scatter it. And you just need one thing. Actually, you don't even need one thing. You don't even need anything. You need nothing. Because it's in the nothingness that you finally see what your true self-worth is. When you free yourself from the associations you have from your career or status, from your achievements in schools or whatever, from the how much money you make, from the friend groups that you're tied to, from the relationship that you have. Those things are not what makes you worthy, because what makes you worthy is just you. So you don't need to attach yourself with these all different kinds of things, with all these many things. And honestly, the more you attach yourself to these things, to many things, the more your energy is going to be scattered. As I said a while ago, the more that these things are going to take from you. So you feel like you're taking things when really these things are taking away from you. So you feel at the end of the day just empty. Just empty. And you wonder why. I have all these things. Why am I still feeling this way? But I'm not saying that you should let go of all these things. That's not what I'm saying. Take this with a grain of salt. Of course, use your discernment. But what I'm saying is that you have to start reflecting on why does having these things matter to you. Yeah. And what even is your self-worth? So that's asking a lot of wisdom from you. That's why maybe you gravitated towards the all. Yeah. And I feel like you already know this. The fact that you're stumbling upon this video, you have seen it for yourself already. And maybe you just need me to push you a little bit more into that reflection state. Because I feel like you're someone who's quite impulsive. You jump from one thing to another. Yeah. And you make all these puddles. You might even cause trouble for other people. Troublemaker. That's not to say that you're heartless. You get affected by all these things. But you have good intentions when you're doing it. But just because you have good intentions doesn't mean that's gonna result to something that's good. Especially when this intention is not something that you're clear on, or you've healed enough to have this kind of intention. Yeah. But you're an achiever. You have lots of things in your life, and for that you're already very blessed. So maybe the message in here is, look at how blessed you are, because you're able to pull these things into your life just by being you. And you don't need any more. Maybe you even need to have to give some away, or I don't know, to share some. Yeah. Because I really needed, and this was your energy as well before I pulled I pulled on many cards. On the other groups, usually the first card is enough for me to be able to know what the message was. But for this group, I needed to cut the deck before. I need to have many clarifiers for me to be able to finally get to the message. So I feel like you have this stubborn energy about you. So it's time to get seated and get real with yourself and just hone in on one. It's alright to want more, but why? Take a look at your why. That's the message. I'm not mad. I love you, actually. And this is my energy too. Believe me. But I'm just in a very calling out energy. And if you stayed through until the end of this message, I'm proud of you for sitting with me throughout it all. And if you kind of resonate with this, I respect you still. And if you want to delve deeper into this, you can hit me up on my Instagram account to do a personal reading with me. And you can also, if you haven't already, like or subscribe to my channel for me to be able to tune to your energy more, because I'm about to do lots of these in the coming days because I love doing this. Yeah, that is everything what I have for you, group 3. I love you. I do, even though my face don't look like it, but I really do. So yeah, bye. I love you. Okay, you guys, was I so mean? Am I so mean in this reading? I don't know. I'm just feeling this energy that I had to call someone out. And lately I have been reflecting on the way toxic positivity is being frowned upon by society in general. Because, yeah, and I'm someone who's very optimistic about life. And it's not because that I choose to neglect the realities, the things that make the thing insufferable. It's not because of that, but I choose to focus on positivity. Yes, because throughout it all, truly for me, what I believe in is that there is good in all things. I find good in all things. I find God in all things. And that's just really who I am. But I just get so pissed when my positivity gets misconstrued as toxic one. Well, how about toxic negativity? Yeah. Have we talked enough about that? Because toxic negativity for people usually gets so validated, and it doesn't really do justice the effect that it has, especially for children whose young minds are so impressionable, and how that's gonna affect their entire belief system as they grow up. Toxic negativity. Yeah, and I see lots of people having that, and it just makes me so angry in a sense, because these toxic positivity, the ones that choose to and I know the foundation of people who frown upon toxic positivity, because it is real. The reality sometimes gets neglected, hence the toxic positivity. But what I'm actually touching up on is the positivity despite it all. So it's in the recognition that yes, these things exist, but still, yeah, and you can choose to acknowledge this and this, so these two things can coexist. But the toxic negativity, I can't stand it. I can't really stand it, you guys. Like, like some people would really go about their day just whining and whining, complaining all day long. Like, I can do this. Oh, it's so and it's shut the fuck up. I don't know. I'm getting so worked up. I don't know. I really believe in energies. Well, that's why I do this. I really believe in energies, and that kind of energy, that whiny and complainy energy, really brush up on me because I'm someone who absorbs energy quite easily as a sensitive one. But yeah. So that is the yap for tonight. I'm getting also sweaty in here. As you can see, my setup is a bit interesting to call on people who are gonna resonate to this message. You know, if it's meant to, it will. But I don't have any more message. That is it. Yeah, thank you for sticking through. My outro squad, my real ones. If you're new here and you have stayed through the end of this video, this is just what I do in here. I just catch you up, guys, on what's going on with me as I do my pick a pile reading or pick a group reading, which is this one. And yeah, I just want to connect with you in each video that I get a chance to film. Yeah. So that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye bye.